What's up, YouTube? Stack44 coming in with another video. Are you a man or are you a fan? Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to all my new subscribers, all my regular subscribers, and if you're new to my channel, go ahead, hit that subscription button in the corner of your screen. Hit that notification bell as well, and you'll get all my videos sent straight to your phone or your device as soon as I put one up on YouTube. But let's get right into this video. Are you a man or are you a fan? At the end of the day, all my videos are leading up to self-improvement, being the best version of you. You know, plan, purpose, program, you versus you putting God first, you attacking your life, you stacking up your life. And this would, will stop you from being a fan in people's lives and understand that you are the man that God wants you to be and the man that you want to be by, following these steps and watching these videos. And at the end of the day, it's always, like I said, you versus you, and you understanding the dynamic of who you are and what you stand for. Because if you stand for something as a man or a woman, you won't fall for anything. But if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. So this goes all the way back from elementary school to high school. And what I mean by that is from first, second grade, during Valentine's Day, we understand who got the most candy, who got the most candy grams, who was the popular girl, who was the popular guy, who was doing this and who was doing that. And as we got older in middle school, high school, who was the popular cheerleader, who was the popular football player, basketball player, the well-dressed. All that stuff was trending and making people be popular. And people wanted, the people that was not celebrated as the top cheerleader or the top basketball star, the most dressed, grew up wanting to be that, wanting to be in their shoes. But it's a difference between wanting to be in somebody's shoes and understand what your shoes is as a person and who you are as a human being. It's a lot of people right now that go to social media and follow people and mimic of what they're doing that may not even be positive. It may be negative. It's women out there setting up thirst traps. It's guys out there doing the same thing, getting selfie pics. If you're not really on social media for event-based, content to give people about your life, then what's the point? I always tell you guys, plan, purpose, and program. If something that you're giving your attention to is not part of your plan, your purpose, and your program, why get at your attention? Because, my boy, Grown Man Business, I always say, you treat a woman like a celebrity, she's going to treat you like a fan. And my boy, Coach Warren always say, remember, you are the writer, the director, the lead actor in your own life. You run your show. You run your life. And I always tell you guys, you are in the control of the steering wheel. You're sitting in the driver's seat of your life. You pick what road you go down, who you put in your car. And this is what I'm talking about. When you become finally in tune with yourself as a man, you won't become nobody else's fan. You'll understand who's thirst trapping and everything. And I'll give you a point of example. Like, I feel like I'm a decent looking guy, so I can get a lot of, I get people that's interested in me, or I, intertwine with women, and women sometimes I feel like can put me on a pedestal, and that automatically loses attraction for me. I'm talking on my aspect. So I imagine as a woman, or vice versa, when a man put a woman on a pedestal, you set yourself up to be used, abused, or, get disappointed and turned down because, people want people with good energy. People don't want nobody with no thirsty energy. This is why the self-improvement and getting in tune with yourself is so very important, because it takes you away from being a fan and being a man and standing for who you are as a person and not worry about insecurities. Because when you take care of your self-improvement, you work on your weaknesses, you understand your strengths, you look yourself in the mirror every day and say, I got to fix this about myself and fix that about myself. And you don't have time to go look at something that's taking you away from your plan, your purpose, your program. Because at the end of the day, being a real man and being focused to be the best version of you takes you looking in the mirror and you versus you, and stop worrying about all the distractions. Because the devil, he distracts us with our eyes and our attention. And if you put your attention to the devil's playground, you will be lost. You will not know who you are as a person, who you are as a woman, man, whatever. You couldn't even help people be who they are as a friend or a parent or anybody if you're not in tune of who you are as a person. That's why I always do say, guys, put God first and put yourself second, and everybody else have to fall in line, because you can't help nobody unless you help yourself. You know, I always use the analogy, if you was on an airplane and they say the oxygen mask come down, put the oxygen mask on first before you can assist other people. So remember, you treat people with more respect than yourself, then you're going to get disrespected. You're going to get into these situations when you're in these long-term relationships, when you're begging for their approval or their validation. But the first thing you need to do, like I always say, is validate yourself first. Love yourself. Work on yourself. And then you'll recognize who love you when you love yourself. And don't want nobody over loving you. Like, when somebody puts you on a pedestal, don't use that for usury. Don't get to the point when you become the best version of yourself and you're well groomed, you're physically fit, male, female, whatever. Don't use your platform of who you are to use people. And if you put God first, you won't do that anyway, because usury is the devil's play toy, and that's something you should not want to do, because that's going to lead you down a path of destruction. But that's all I really want to say in this video, guys, is I want you guys to stop being, start being men and stop being fans. It's okay to like certain things on social media, but if it's something that's basically something that's not going to be something that's going to help you, then what's the point? You can look at it, oh, that's nice looking woman, whatever, but she's not doing nothing but thirst trapping. Keep it moving, because at the end of the day, that's how the devil controls our future and controls our mind, and he uses our eyes to control what we do moving forward and take away our pride, our dignity, and our self-respect for ourselves. So if you guys have anything in the comment section to say about this topic, and and I'm talking to the women too, because women have to get control of themselves as well. And in this day and age, we have to be finely tuned within ourselves. So if you guys got anything in the comment to say, put it in there. If you need me, I'm free for consultations by DMing me. Hit me up on my Instagram. But at the end of the day, guys, let's attack our lives. Let's stack up our lives. Let's realize that we are the star. And at the end of the day, by being a star, it takes focus. It takes focus on ourselves and understand who we are as human beings and doing God's work. And I'll holler at you guys on the next video. Peace.